Alright, welcome to class today. So we are still on Excel function. Today we're going to be looking at the date and time function. I want to talk about the date function. The date function in Excel is used to determine the date, or used to calculate the date from a particular date to the end of a particular date. Let me take for instance, when we talk about in places like Jumia or in some e-commerce site, the time function is used to check the number of days a product was ordered for and the day the product was delivered or the day the product was sent. So, and I'm going to start with this first example. We can use it to calculate, just as I said earlier, to calculate the beginning of a particular date to the end of a particular date. So this is today's date. We can use to calculate from today's date to the next birthday of a person. How many days are there? Alright, so once we calculate from today's date to the next birthday, how many days are there? So I'm going to be using my own birthday for instance. So today's date is what? 25th. So for us to do that, we have to format this cell first into date. Right? We need to format it as a date cell. Sorry. We need to format these cells as date cells. Yeah, just these two. We need to leave them as date cells. We need to format them as date. So for us to do that, we go to our formula bar. So you can see the different formulas we have here. I'm going to be teaching you most of them. We have the date and time. So we choose our date. Okay, you see that when I clicked on date, the formula came out. So we have the year here. So today's date, the year is what? 2020. The month is what? You can see the indication here that it should be in numbers. Okay, so the month is what? 6 and the date is what? 25th. Alright. So you come back here, next birthday, date, okay. Year, the next birthday will be in 2020. The month will be what? In November, and the day will be in 17. Alright, so I click enter. So we now have today's date and my next birthday. So for us to get how many days are left for this birthday, we can use Excel to make that easier for us. So remember, we didn't format this cell to anything, so we are doing that now. We go to date again and time. So for us to check our time or to use our date function in days, for us to use it in days, we have to use the 360. 360 means all around, coming around, right? So 360 going and coming back, we have this 360. So we have to format this cell in this 360. Okay, so this 360. So one is the start date. So we already have a start date we want to calculate from and an end date. So instead of us putting these figures here, we just say A2 because the cell is already recognized, yes. And here end date will now be B2. Alright. So that's the formula we're looking for. Then in this method, note, you leave it as true. Okay, so you press your enter. So you can see the days that are left for us for my next birthday. 142 days are left for my next birthday. Okay, so that's how we use. Let me give us another example. Alright. So let's say in an e-commerce site we have something like this. mm, date ordered. Let's say the day a goods was ordered. Dates the goods was sent. Okay, so how many days are there? Okay, let's use timeline. Alright, so timeline is now how many days between the day the goods was ordered to the day the goods was sent. Okay, let's centralize this. Okay, and bold it. Okay, for us to get that, so let's say the goods was sent, the goods was ordered on the 20th. Okay, sorry, let's put this in. Okay, so the year, so we have so we have 20th 2020. So we have what? The month. Let's say the goods was ordered on 28th of what? 28th of, sorry, was ordered in May. 28th of May. Alright. Okay. The day the goods was sent was what? Year 2020. Okay. So the month was what? Let's say it was sent in 6th and 11. Okay. So we want to see our timeline. Our timeline we go to days 360. The date will now be 810. 810 end date B 10. Leave here as well. True. Alright. So we've now seen that the days it took this company to send these goods that was ordered on the 5th of May was 13 days. Alright, so if you have a large figure like in different goods which might have their different names, the different products that was sent, so with that you can use autofill to fill this one. So with that it makes it simpler for you to get a genuine calculations, alright, instead of using your calculator to crack your brain. So that's how we use the date function. So next we're gonna be checking out the time function, where you can try some more complex issues. I hope you try something more complex and that will be fine. Alright, thank you very much. So looking at date function, so now we're gonna be looking at time function. So when we talk about time function, I'm just gonna tell us how we can know the current time now in Microsoft Excel. So we do that with just a simple formula. So since the cell is highlighted, you can come here and put your equal sign and you say now, open a bracket and close it and press your enter. When you press your enter, you can see that we have the date and time of now. You can try it and you see that the current time, your current time enters immediately. But we can see that we just want to know our time, but we have our date and time here. So this shows that this thing is formatted for both date and time. For you to get just time, you come here. You can see your number panel. Go into it, you can see, you can go to your, you can see your time here, yes, but you can check more. Let's click on time and see. Alright, clicking on time, you can see that it has identified it as the time. But in some of your Microsoft Excel, in some of the versions, you may not have time like this. So you might just need to go to more option, go to time and select the format you want. So these are the different formats of time is fine. Let's use this one for instance. The price are equal to okay. So we get that. So in Microsoft, but let me put it something like this so that. Alright, so in Microsoft Excel, as you've had the time here, it may just remain like that. It doesn't automatically update itself. So for you to update it, let's say you are running on a project, for you to get the time updated, you can go to your formula bar, go to your calculate now, and click. As you're clicking, the time is updating. The time is updating. You can see the updated time. So that's how to. That's all about the time function in Excel. There are more complex issues. You can check some things out. If you have issues, then you really leave your comments in the comment section. Thank you very much.